Hello, governor.
Hey, a lot like being in these streets over here, boy. That's good. Hey, what's good over here?
It's been a while.
Yes.
It has been a while.
Happy Friday to you and everybody else that's on these bad boys.
Man, happy Friday. Happy Friday. And to anyone who will catch this, the edited version on YouTube, it may not be a Friday for you, but that just means that you missed the opportunity to be in these streets live when we're doing this on Friday. And from here on out, until you get further notice, every Friday we live, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Woo-wee.
What's going on, man?
Man, we are in a bit of content heaven. It's a little bit dry in these content streets, and now things are starting to pick back up, man. So it's just been like, man, what are people watching? What's going on? And
the crazy thing is like we've been on a bit of a hiatus on again, plug the Geekish Network. We do a show every Wednesday p.m. 11 p.m. at night Eastern time, called Binge Worthy, where we binge a show to let you know whether or not you should watch it. And we've been on a bit of a hiatus just because there haven't been many shows that are, have completely, finished their run. Like it's weird. We're in these days of streaming, but everyone is not following the Netflix model anymore. Netflix not even following the Netflix model anymore, where you get all the episodes all at one time. They are dropping few episodes here, few there, whatever. So, but we're about to get back to it real hot and heavy in these streets.
Yeah. I just wanted to address like a quick question. Legendary Gamer said, "Yo, when's Doctor Who? Doctor Who? We have been recording Doctor Who. Just so you know, all the Patreon members, they've been getting a full. We did a whole marathon of Doctor Who, and it will be coming out next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just to make sure for those that are like, yo, I know y'all do that Doctor Who talk. Just a little tidbit of Doctor Who information. Yeah. So if you want to get to it early, there's the Patreon, or you can wait until Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you'll get one episode on a Tuesday, one on Thursday. But we just knocked out like 6 episodes, so we're rocking and rolling.
I just saw a comment that's funny to me.
What's that?
Say, hey, just an honest question. This right here. Why does Jabby have so many YouTube channels?
Because Jabby is a hustle. That's one of the hardest working people I know, and he does. Jabby's got a tech channel. He's got his Indian channel. He's got his American regular channel. He's got his Southeast Asian channel. He's got he's channeled out, and all of them are cracking. All of them. So whatever it is you like, Jabby got you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta see this. Hold on.
Okay.
I guess. Hold on. Saying, thank y'all for the comments. It's moving fast.
Oh yeah. Friday, man. People out here busy.
Thank you. Yes, I see you. Fam Travi Trab. Yes. Shout out to the Nupes. Yes. She's with the Nupes now. Yes. Thank you. I will continue to make comment. Thank you, my man. I'm an old head though. It's funny though. I'll be around the neophytes and stuff, and then the pro fights and stuff, and I'm like, wow, when did I become this vintage? Feels like just yesterday I was on the yard, you know what I'm saying, doing a pro mate and all that. Oh, hold on. This one's of interest to me. Listen, Zariah, no, no, ma'am. I am single as the day is long.
Sorry, straighten up a little bit.
Listen, it got taller and less fluffy. Like, That dude's silly. Don't pay me no attention, man.
Just one. Jerry said, "Yo, do you watch Severance season 2, episode 4?" It is.
Is that the one that came out today?
Yeah, we haven't recorded it yet, but it is coming soon. So hopefully, if we can get our ish together, it'll be out tomorrow if we can record it.
That's what's up. I hear about Severance, and
it's dope. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. So, all right. So I started because y'all kept talking about it like I was missing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't FOMO, but I was like, okay, maybe y'all are people I respect. I respect your opinion. If y'all said it's that good, then maybe it is that good. But I started watching it, and I went back to season 1, episode 1, and it was moving at this clip, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Like,
listen, I can see it has a quirk, has a very high quirk factor. You know, it is not a typical type of show. It's God, I hate to say it because it sounds snooty when I say it's not. It really isn't for everyone in the same way like The Expanse isn't for everyone, or the same way as when we just got done watching Dune Prophecies. That those shows aren't for everyone. It's not like a broad kind of thing. But if you're into that kind of that quirky, weird mystery box kind of thing, and a sci-fi-ish kind of rapping, and it's an Apple show. You know, Apple loves to deal with those kind of bespoke kind of shows. Then it's for you. But I would say, Rakai, maybe give it 2 more episodes, maybe 2.
Okay,
maybe 2. It may change.
I'll give it 3 and see what we work with.
There was one I wanted to say. This one right here. This one came from Christopher. Said, I just wanted to thank you, Noop's Deep Dives. I feel like I know more about Noop than some of my real friends having watched them all. Right? Like this, it's dope. It's dope. In case you don't know, Rakai has his own channel, and you should go over there because he gives these really good introspective thoughts into this content that we watch. And it comes, I use the word bespoke a lot. It comes from a very personal place. And as you can see, it moves. It's good. It's really good stuff. And I know you see this silly dude over here clowning around with tail and stuff.
It's just when you start talking and saying what you were saying, it's like, who? Someone's in here cutting. The pollen count got so high all of a sudden. It just,
yo, man, we love you.
My eyes almost start sweating.
So yeah, please head over there and show some love. It's totally worth it. Let me see. Golly, y'all drop some questions on us real quick. How are we doing this? You want to do this Q&A style? Or
this is I'm clowning right now. So hey, Ageless Beauty 416. Hi. How you doing?
Let's see. What is this? Legendary said something. Oh, he's a deep thinker.
The Funk says I'm a deep thinker. I don't know how deep. I be watching stuff like your boy. What was it? We were just talking about this other Goodwill Hunting and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm intelligent stuff, but I was like, I can't talk like them people talk. Like, just use huge words just for the sake of it. Yes, I know the SAT words, but I'm just saying them just to be saying it. Like, yes, the pejorative of the shut your ass up.
Yeah, you just keep it real.
Yeah, just
Yama said, guys, just want you both to know how much I appreciate you. Really helped me through these insanely tough times. That's what we're here for. Chop it up, have a good one. Let me see. Let's see. Thanks for the response. But like just too, actually, when Jabby channels, let me to you. Hey, big shout outs to Jabby. He's always the source, and you'll never ever hear me have a disparaging word about the help that he's done, because he bespoke all of this other stuff that's come to me. Jabby and the Geekish Network, always love. Bespoke. I said it out loud again. That's my word for the day.
I saw something else. Okay. Trav, spring 09. Okay. You just a little bit behind me. I'm spring, I'm actually spring double diamond. I was fall 96, and I unfortunately had to drop line. finances. My finances was not on point. But yeah, I'm spring double diamond at 0-0. So my old head now. Jesus.
Hey man, welcome. There's coffee in the back. We it's some Bengay. It's coffee and Bengay in the back.
Hold on.
Do they even make Bengay anymore?
I don't even know. Hold on. This one here. Since I'm the OG, how about this OG Centel?
Do you have any adult and single children? Oh wow. Look, my little man is not an adult. Let me just hold on. I'll be like, hold on, wait a minute. Let me check my little dude. No, he is just a teenager. He's still learning how to drive. But I appreciate that. Yeah, we get this a lot. This is coming from Nefaust. Please, guys, watch From with Harold Perrineau. I think I said that name. Come on. People love From. Like there is an obsession with From, and people are screaming loud in these From streets, man. Do you know this about Rakai?
I know that it's Harold Perrineau, if that's how you say his name. Yeah. And it's some kind of town, like they go into this town and then they can't leave. There's some monsters or something. Yeah. Like I don't know. I don't do horror, so that ain't my thing. And I know that this is tiptoeing on the line of horror, so I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Look, let me show you these stats. This is from IMDb. From with 132,000 votes, this joint got a 7.8. So
that's solid.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid for these IMDb streets. So that should tell you something. Let's see. Here's a good question for you. Do you think Doctor Who is for everyone?
Yes. I do. I think for Doctor Who, it depends on how you are led into it, because there are doctors and episodes that would turn you off of Doctor Who. Luckily, we together at the same time were led into it by representation. We heard about the new doctor that just happened to be a brother, Ncuti Gatwa. And so we watched the Christmas special, I guess, was it season 15 episode or season 14 episode 0 or whatever. And we was like, I thought this was something different. I heard different things about Doctor Who, and that made us interested. And then once we watched that, and the community was like, no, y'all been missing out. Y'all need to watch Doctor Who. And we was like, okay, well, we'll give it a try, see where that goes. And we went back to season 1, episode 1 of New Who, that started in 2005. And we've been on a journey now. We've actually watched halfway through season 8. Yeah. So that's how much, and it has, if y'all have watched any of my deep dives, you understand, like I probably have more Doctor Who deep dives than anything, just because to me, every episode will make you think, and there's deeper themes and deeper tropes within the episodes. And I was just like, that's really what kind of got me started off on the deep dive kind of journey. Most deep dives I see on YouTube are like, they're deep dives where people give kind of recaps, and they give like secrets, things that happen on set. They're not really deep dives. I do a deep dive into the theme or what I put out of the episode, what the episode meant to me. And I think that's more beneficial, but that's just my angle. So
yeah, but it comes from the heart. It comes from a unique space. You're not just regurgitating. So that's what makes it dope. Let me see. He said, hey, this may help me get through these last couple hours of work. Yeah, let's get you off on a good start so you can celebrate this Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. We're here to help you. I'm just not looking at myself in camera. I'm like, damn, I should have shaved. Shit. And that's the one thing. Sometimes just being authentic shit. Like, I need to start doing more. Sometimes I'll just be like, all right, I'm on camera, turn the camera on, shit. I'll just start talking. And sometimes I'm like, no, maybe I should have done my routine or something. What do people be putting the little drops of shit on their face or whatever? I don't know. my skincare routine and all that, like, which is funny though, because my oldest son, right now, I'm like, he'd be in the bathroom. Like, what are you doing? You're not putting powder on your ass? Like, what? Bring it, come on.
Johnson's baby powder and Kawada cologne.
No, for real. Like, I'm a proud father though, because just at the point, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that long ago, and I down there had to get him at gunpoint. Get in there, wash your stinking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I don't have to say nothing. Now he's in there, like trying to, Dad, I need more product. What do you need? Well, he give me a list of, I need these colognes, I need these hygiene products. If you don't get out my damn face, here's some soap. And then he like, because he's a child and he listened to he's like, Dad, I can only use what's the stuff that's in the commercials? Irish Spring. What is it?
You talking about like Calgon? Damn, I'm old.
No, the one
even make that no more.
No, the one that dude was on the horse. That everybody.
Old Spice.
Doesn't.
Old Spice.
Yeah. Old Spice.
I'm on a horse.
Dude. Yeah, dude. When I was coming up, didn't nobody use no damn Old Spice. That's some old bullshit. I was like, but y'all believe the marketing. He's like, yeah, I gotta use my Old Spice, Dad. I need that swagger from Old Spice. I was like, those are just words. It don't make the liquid inside the bottle smell any different. It's Old Spice, but whatever. He like it, I love it.
There are a lot of people chanting on behalf of From out in these streets. My goodness,
they are. But I mean, but that would be the same. I mean, they already know that you're watching Severance. I think if it was Severance, it would be the exact same way.
Hill, jury duty is awesomely fun. Yeah, I don't know if you should be watching us while you're in the middle of jury duty. You don't want the person to get off on that triple homicide because she was over here distracted watching the two of us. But appreciate you. Thank you. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Hold on. I know this is just for me, but
okay, go for it.
Listen, this is not. I will absolutely allow this this shameless flirting online. Listen, say what you say. Let's shoot. She said she had one earlier, and I saw it. Ageless Beauty. I did say. She said like I'm her online boo. Listen, I'm here for it.
I mean, work boos are a real thing.
Yeah. Chicago, that's 5 hours. They got a whole show about it, The Shy. Listen, and Zariah, I'm with you, boo. Look, she's about to spark up. Listen,
absolutely.
Do what you got to do.
It's Friday.
Listen, see, y'all don't even know. See, because I'm here in KY, and we just went to where we just voted in where it's legal in this state. Even though I'm black, it's always been legal to me. I don't give a shit what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's legal in the state. And then Centel has a good fortune of being down there in Colorado. where they giving Snoop Dogg a run for his money out there. Like they just, he gets to go and like he's ordering wine and stuff. Yes, I need something for to keep my energy up. But do you need a head high or a body high? Like
it's treated just like that too.
Yeah, he's ordering wine at the so.
Yeah, big old facts. Let me see. Man, you all are.
Hold on. I got this one. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this one. Zariah, any fan mail, so if it's just, something on the email variety, exactly like NupeFromDaVille at Gmail, or my address where you can send me stuff is at the bottom of in the description of all my deep dives. So
give me one moment. I just saw somebody's asking for the Discord in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find the link, and I'll drop it in here. I just shut my Discord down.
Listen, Chris. How did you know? Christopher said, "Coming soon, Rakai After Hours." Yeah.
Wait for it.
I got to start mine before Chuck starts his. He gonna take all my traffic.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't even gonna talk. We're not even gonna get into Chuck's. Y'all should be in the Discord for real. When Chuck is in there and we be going back and forth, we went for like an hour just discussing the madness that is Chuck's idea. And I hate that it's actually brilliant. Hey, I
Sorry,
listen.
everybody. I'm over here just trying to get this. Go ahead.
We for it. It's Sherelle said, yeah, we talked about the ASMR. I need to.
Yo, are you an award season type of person, Rakai?
I love award season.
And if so, is there any project that you were kind of like rooting for? Be it actors or projects or sound or special effects? Like what's something that you think needs some good recognition?
Like for the Oscars?
Yeah, just it's the last big one is the Oscars.
Well, right off, let me say that I do think that Denis Villeneuve not being nominated for Director of the Year is blasphemy. Off top.
Facts.
I understand. The movie getting nominated, but there's a lot of places where it should have been nominated. It was not. Dune 2 was that movie of 2024. So it just.
Yeah, I think you took the words right out of my mouth. I think Dune is I'm rooting for all things Dune. And also, I don't know if anybody has seen Sing Sing. Sing Sing's really good.
Sing Sing?
Yeah, Sing Sing.
What is that? What is that? I heard of that. But I'm from LA, so last I knew that was a prison.
It is. It is about
is that the movie's about?
Yeah, well, it's about Coleman Domingo's in it, and he plays an inmate in Sing Sing, and he's a part of a program that does the arts for inmates as a way of giving them something to do. And it's just if you're a fan of Coleman Domingo, who's also the voice of what's his name? Norman Osborn. Yeah, sorry. He's a phenomenal actor. Phenomenal. And you get a chance to really just watch him just flourish, So Sing Sing is one of those other ones. I just wanted to get his roses before award season's done. So yeah, shout out to Sing Sing. Is there any just out to the chat as well? Is there anything in award season that you want, noticed, be it actor, actresses, projects, sound design, special effects, any of that?
No, if I thought about it like beforehand, if I had a little bit more notice, I had to think about, but the way my mind works, I got so many things jumbled up. The only thing that really stood out to me was Dune 2 being a movie that I think Dune 2 was one of those ones that it welcomed so many people back into the theaters. People showed up. And once they showed up for that, because that hit early in the year, people started showing up for other movies. So
this is funny. It's just it's a quiet shot by the bow. Centel, why is your text Centel with the intel? Have you ever thought about changing it? Whenever I watch your review videos, it throws me off. It always says there's no intel. Listen, it's funny. So when I was working with Jabby, just a quick one. When I was working with Jabby, he was like, "Yo, you need something that kind of like pops on the screen. It can't be just Centel." It was like, what was that? It's like a cleaning product, like. So he's the one that coined the term. He coined the term Centel with the intel, and at the time, at the time, I was doing like the Hollywood Minute on his show. He doesn't have it anymore. You'd have to dig deep in the Jabby crates to find it. And I'd have a whole spiel of what's going down in the Marvel verse and all this other stuff. So it was like, this is Centel with the intel doing the breakdown or whatever it was. Yeah, I was awful at it. And I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So Jabby was like, yeah, we're gonna stop doing that, but keep the moniker. So it just stuck. It's just one of those things. So that's the history of Centel with the intel, in case y'all wanted to know. Let's see. Do you have a Discord, Centel? Yeah, we put a link into it down there. I'm so far back in the chat. Let's see. I know we got like another 6 more minutes before we start bringing the other chat in. Just to give you a heads up, we're getting close to the 30-minute mark. We do have a couple of members of the community that's going to hop in here, and that's when the conversation is going to really take off.
I see Zariah she wants to hang out with us. She's trying to get into the chat.
Whoa. I haven't seen one of these in a minute. Yo, let me we got a super chat in here. Let me take care of this real quick. Yeah, first off, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and
you see me just pass out and I just woke up.
Hey, yo, what is going on? D-Reacts. It's been a while since I've done the super chat, so I get my super chat on. D-Reacts, thank you. Hi, Centel. Hope you're doing well. I sent you an email a few days ago. Please check it when you get time. Absolutely. That is certainly a way to get my opinion. In case you're wondering what the super chats are, and when we get bombarded with a whole bunch of questions, and if there is something that you just absolutely got to get off your chest, super chats are the best way to get our attention. When we do these AMAs, these Ask Us Anythings, we'll try and knock down as many of these questions that you have for us as possible. But I know sometimes it's like I need to know now, and I ain't trying to wait. That's what the super chat is for. So D-Reacts, thank you so much for the love. And thank everybody else for taking the time out of your Friday to come and hang out with us. You're the real MVP. Thank you. Mad love.
That was so funny. It said Centel sounds like a cleaning product. That was funny as hell.
Jeffy got jokes. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking for the chat and I lost it. It'll come to me in a second.
This right here is funny. Yeah. And I don't know exactly what Michael Nemo was referencing and said, but he told him, yeah, we sat through Doctor Who the movie. We could sit through anything. That you are telling the truth. Like,
yo, that was
and just in case, listen, I did my deep dive on Doctor Who the movie a few days ago. Go check my YouTube page. Go check the deep dive because I shared my actual opinion on that wonderful movie.
Yeah.
Hey, this is wild. Listen, you didn't even
Uso?
know. Yeah.
Now, listen. I'm over here Googling Jey Uso. Okay, look at you.
Yeet. Listen.
I had to Google that one.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, listen, I didn't even know that I was a member of the Rock's family, but I'll take it. Listen,
hey,
my little cuz.
You get that Rock money. Share with your boy. Somebody said they missed the Dune boat. Trying to jump in. Yeah, Dune is great. I haven't watched Sing Sing yet. Definitely on my list. That was from Sam. You should check it out. Definitely. Monkey Man, Dev Patel. That's that was an interesting movie. Did you see that one?
That yet. No,
I enjoyed it. It was one of those quieter action movies. I feel like it hit the media scene by storm for like a good week, and then it kind of just like disappeared. But if you did the chance, Dev does his thing on his own terms. I think it's an A24 joint as well.
Now I know that Dev is he's actually a fighter. Like I think he's black belted in a few different disciplines.
Yeah.
And I think he got a start, didn't he? Wasn't he like a stunt performer? And he's done a lot before now.
Yeah. He picks up, there's a movie that he made that people have been recommending me for years called Lion. It's supposed to be like a real big tearjerker. I haven't seen it. I'll probably solo watch that one. He did another one. What was it called? What is it? The Green Knight? I think that was the name of it. I think that was another A24 joint. Real super quirky. Really, it's one of those, what's the thoughts behind the motive, behind the color scheme? One of them kind of joints. And then Monkey Man. What was the other one that he had when he was like stuck on a raft with a tiger? I forgot the name of
That's
it.
that was an Ang Lee joint. Life of Pi.
Life of Pi, that's what it was. I think that one was based on a play.
I don't know. Life of Pi. I thought it was based on a book, but Life of Pi was excellent. Yeah, Life of Pi was excellent. And also Dev Patel, I really can't get over because the movie itself was just so awful. It is the movie that should not be named. Wait, El Gato Blanco said he wasn't in Life of Pi.
That wasn't him in Life of Pi? Who was that then?
Maybe I thought it was.
I thought it was Dev. Okay, all right. I'll take that L.
The movie that should not be named by Centel's favorite director, M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, he was unfortunately in the movie that was called The Last Airbender.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That was Sarge Sharma that was in Pi. My bad. Sorry about that. That's a horrible misstep.
I knew Life of Pi was excellent. I couldn't remember who was in it. So
this is just interesting.
The tiger was in it. The tiger was tigering.
Michael said, I've been watching Doctor Who since 81, and some of the stories, especially New Who, are just dumb. I'm always looking for tells in your expressions to see whether you're just tolerating some of it. Listen, on a long enough timeline, if you do enough episodes, there are going to be some that are misses. And I think me and Rakai have done a pretty decent job of saying when it misses that they can't all be gems. But overall, Doctor Who is great. Doctor Who's great overall, but yeah, there's some misses. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like there's not some misses, but there's misses on any show that's gonna have that type of link. I love The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons, but they've had way more misses than hits. And even though they've had that amount of misses, it still doesn't make me, dismiss the overall love of the series as a whole. I think Doctor Who, for some, may feel that kind of way.
Okay, I just saw this comment, and it was. Well, I'm pretty sure this is for you.
I'm with him in Spanish class currently. Word. Hold on. First of all, J-Pod, hey, take your butt back to class. What you doing?
He got his phone up under the seat.
Hey, man, don't
this please, your daddy. This your daddy.
Please don't get my little dude in trouble. Let me not call him little dude either. Please don't get my son in trouble. Y'all over here. Y'all supposed to be in class. That's funny. Zaria Sams said, I want to be on the channel. What I got to do, y'all? I want to hang out with the gang. You actually can. There's actually. Oh man, this will be my last question because I know we got to bring in some of the members of the community. Case in point, we're about to bring in members of the community in the next couple of minutes that you can be a part of. They could be a part of the conversation. With Rakai's lives like this, we have a really good relationship with the community on the Discord, where we'll do live streams and you can watch us do some of the live reactions as well. You can be a part of that. We have community watches where you can actually be on the stage with us. So yeah, if you've ever, and that goes for everybody, not just Zaria, if you've been curious of what it's like to do some of this content, just hop on the Discord, hop on the Patreon, and you'll be straight. I know we're a couple of minutes over from our guest. Rakai, did you want to bring him in real quick?
Yep.
Okay. I know Rakai is over here knocking this down.
I was. So what I'm doing right now is I'm throwing
tail for spotless dishes every time. It does deserve a good joke. I can't even be mad of it.
That is great. So for Zaria and whoever else, I'm dropping a link to the Discord in the chat right now. So that would be the easiest and quickest way to find, how to, maybe not today, but like I said, we're doing this every Friday. Yeah. So for you to be a member, be on the stage with us, if you so choose.
Yo, Jack Bro said, will either of you ever shave off your facial hairs so that you can regrow them for November or December?
Absolutely not.
I will be like completely grayed out. It's like getting crazy now. Yeah, I will. I'll grow it out, but I'll probably wear like one of them little Adebisi hats on the top of my head because I got a hole in my natural.
No, I think the last time I shaved my facial hair was when I was in the military because I had to. But since then, I have had at least a goatee. There's a whole, and I'm not shaving the beard because I'm not one of those people like it. It might not be much of a beard, but it has taken me my entire life to get to this much of a beard. Where my brother can shave his entire face, eyebrows and all, and it'll be all grown back by tomorrow. Like he is part werewolf or something like so.
Yo, I just throwing that out there real quick. Just just throw it out there. Hold on. I got one more. Just throw one more of these out there.
Listen.
I'm just saying, brother.
Hey, between my retwist cost me too, boy. Like,
Slumdog Millionaire. That's a Dev Patel joint. Yeah.
That
was actually the first one I ever saw of him. Was that? Did you know that? Did you know Slumdog Millionaire is not a Bollywood film? It's actually done. It's an American film. Yeah.
No, but that makes sense.
Yeah. For the long time, I was misled into believing that.
Did it have a dance number in it? Because I haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire. So
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then you should have known it wasn't a Bollywood film because it ain't got no dance number in it. No. Yeah. Nobody just started breaking out in song for no reason.
Doctor Who's the longest running sci-fi show ever. Yeah, without a doubt. I don't think nothing even comes close.
Yeah.
Have you watched Dark? No, not yet. We hear about that. I want to say no. Yes. I have seen bits and pieces of Dark. Dark is super complex.
I'm not super
complex. Dark. Oh man, I'm over here. I'm still going on and on. We haven't even brought in our people yet. I'm gonna turn this off. All right.
Hold on. Partners. Hello, guys.
Hey, what is going on, people?
Hey.
And just in case y'all don't know, these are some of our wonderful family from the Discord. Frank is also one of the moderators from the Discord, and he is amazing.
We love you, Frank.
And Sherelle is show enough family. She shows up and shows out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's part of the F around and find out gang.
Yo, this was for Frank, man. Somebody else in there said Canada is in the building. Just to let y'all know. Yeah.
We're the silent but deadly type, so you don't hear from us much, but when we show up, we show up.
Let's see. Sorry, we got so many. People got jokes. The power of Grayskull Centel. So let me ask our community members, what's been blowing y'all's hair back, just content wise? What are y'all watching? What are y'all looking forward to? What are you currently enjoying?
But you know me, Severance is a top. Like nothing even comes close to Severance right now for me.
Yeah. I get you. You're my spirit animal. How about you, Sherelle?
Y'all got me out here in these paradise streets. So.
Oh
my God.
Paradise is bananas right now, right?
Yeah, Paradise is good too.
Yeah,
I don't know. The pit too, so I was like, I feel like I have to watch that.
Yeah.
Always sucking me in.
So I didn't watch This Is Us, and just because I watched like the first episode, and I was like, I got stuff to do. I can't be in here crying and shit for the next hour every damn week. Like, boy, you done made that up. Like, no, my face will not be leaking for 1 hour every week. No. And so I never watched This Is Us. But when I heard about Paradise, I do like Sterling K. Brown as an actor. And I heard this was kind of murder mystery type of thing. And I was like, okay. And they kept saying, by the people, This Is Us. I was like, listen, I ain't got no time for, face be leaking. But when we watched that first episode, because we kind of watched it on a humble, I threw it out there and I was like, hey, people been saying, that this is a show to watch. We watched it, it was like, damn, that was good. Like, and I didn't expect it to be that good. And so now we're 4 episodes deep, and all 4 of them have been bangers. Like, it is great. Kind of same way when we watched, I threw this out because I heard people talking about The Pit. So we were just watching we were just going to watch 15 minutes, kind of a community watch on the Discord, just kind of, hey, we're going to throw it on in the background. We're going to keep talking. Before we know it, everybody was quiet. We was watching it like, and we ended up watching the whole episode. It was like we didn't record it or anything.
No,
Like,
yeah, no, right.
like,
Just watch it.
We're like,
that was
damn,
good.
we missed that opportunity. we still might bring it back though. Just admit, be like, look, we
and the
watched the
wonderful
first
thing
episode,
about
but this is so good.
so they asked Noah Wild to come back and kind of reprise ER, and whatever happened that fizzled out. So he kind of spun the whole thing off into this thing with the pit. But what's interesting is they're doing the pit like remember Kiefer Sutherland's 24, where each hour of the show was an actual hour of his day. That's how the pit is. So each hour of the show is actually 1 hour of time on his shift. His first day back from, we don't know exactly what kind of tragedy, what's happened, why he's been off work for a while, but he's just now coming back to work, and this is his first day back at work. So every hour is 1 hour of his shift, and I was like, shit, that first hour we saw, now that's how you do a pilot episode. That and Paradise. They don't do pilots like that anymore in Hollywood. But listen, you had me emotionally invested in into the show in that first hour. Way to go. Take notes, Star Wars, damn it.
I was like, if everything that he went through in that first hour was just that, I was like, he used to almost look older in every extra hour.
Yeah, I've been quit out the first day. I was like, I don't know how.
That was just hour one. Good Lord.
I don't know. I'd probably been quit at lunchtime. I'm like, this ain't for me. I'm gonna go work in the mall or something. Too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Let's see. But somebody asked a question with Invincible. Frank, Sherelle, y'all watching Invincible? Is animation in your bag, Sherelle? Just curious. I know Frank dabbles in it from time to time.
It just depends on what it is.
Okay.
And some of it's just because I don't have enough time. Everything else, I'm like, I just haven't gotten there yet. It's on the list, man. It's on the list.
Yeah, I really love Invincible. I've seen the first 2 seasons already.
Yeah, Invincible is solid. As far as Amazon Prime goes, I think it's one of the flagship kind of projects, especially from animation side, because nobody's really kind of like stepping to Netflix. Netflix kind of got it on lock. Netflix, Crunchyroll. But if there is any like one shining moment of animation coming out of Amazon Prime, it is Invincible. The voice acting is really good too.
So let me say that I am it sounds weird when I say it. I'm an old ass kid, and I think and that sounds weird to me. It does anyway. And I think it's once you become an adult and you start doing adult things, you start adulting. People are so quick to shed their inner child and wonder why they're messed up and emotionally, disengaged as they're older, because they have to find their inner child. I ain't lose mine. Like shit, childhood was cool for me in some areas, and I happen to like I don't want to say cartoons because that sounds very Saturday morning, watching Animaniacs or some dumbass, Looney Tunes or something. But I do like animated projects. I think it's just a medium. It's a way to tell a story, and it's a different way. And there's a lot more freedom you have. We try to mimic that in movies we watch with CGI and special effects, and sometimes it can't be done. It can be done easier in animation. So yes, I watch a lot of anime. We are watching Invincible, and we're going to do Invincible in the Discord very soon, season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped on and started doing because I think, did you do season 1 with MC?
Which one? Invincible?
Yeah.
Oh, who did I do season 1 with? I might have soloed that one. I think I might have soloed one of those. Yeah.
But I jumped in and started doing Invincible with Centel in season 2.
Yeah.
And I was already watching it, but so we're gonna do season 3 here very soon. Plus, I'm a fan of Invincible because it's also written by Robert Kirkman, who Robert Kirkman is also the writer of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And he's also from right here in Kentucky. So support the local boys as well too. So he's an amazing writer on that too. Answer a couple of Zariah's asking a bunch of questions. Yes, seen Attack on Titan. I saw also Christopher Freyer said, and if you don't believe, go back and watch our deep dives, and then my deep dives, and then our reactions together for Arcane. Listen, Arcane has to be in top three series for me. Period. No matter the genre, no matter the medium, Arcane was like that. You gave me 18 amazing episodes, and it was kind of like how we talk about X-Men 97. You know what I'm saying? It's all gas, no filler. Like there's no breaks. Like that was amazing.
Let me see what else.
My dude is in here. Go ahead.
Rocco said, impatient to see y'all's react to the episode of Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. You'll be amazed as the approach they take with our beloved Time Lord. You are going to be super happy because Tuesday we will be releasing on YouTube our reactions to the Capaldi era. We're about 6 episodes deep, and we just got done finishing a marathon on the Patreon. So we're there. We're there with you, Rockwell. Oh, look who's in the building. Geek of Goods is in the building. Arcane was phenomenal. Yes.
Listen, if y'all don't know, you need to go to YouTube immediately and sign up to Geeky Goods. That is a partner of ours. He is a friend of the channel. That is Leo. You definitely need to go check him out. So go subscribe to him. And I'm not saying do it right now, but write it down, take a picture, something. You need to go subscribe to Leo and Geekly Goods immediately.
I'm just saying that he is a grown-ass man, not Centel's son. Thank you very much.
Well, everybody think Leo's my son. Like Leo, you see this? We got an issue. Leo is a grown man. He is not my son.
Yes, he has a beautiful baby face, but he is grown. Thank you.
Yo, Leo, just be careful.
See, Leo, you need to mess with him. Next time you get on camera, next time y'all doing a reaction, you need to turn to him and ask for your lunch money and shit.
Hey.
Y'all know too. Like,
he's not that old.
Right. I mean, I know it's a little longer than 2, but damn.
Listen, and when we're shooting at late night and and Centel gets a little peckish. Listen, he be eating Uncrustables and juice boxes and stuff. Leo, next time you're over to the house, you be like, yeah, I know you've been eating my Uncrustables and drinking my juice boxes. Like, shut that shit down. Shut it down.
Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Let me see. Here's one from Arnold who said, y'all watching Special Ops on Linus? Yeah. We've
even though I do think that Special Ops Lioness was the name of the first season. I thought it was uneven. I thought it was good, but like it was one of those things like if they canceled it, I'm like, okay. Season 2 was excellent, and they changed the name to just Lioness.
Yeah.
Season 2 was excellent up until the finale episode. I was like, what the hell is this? What are we doing? You can't sell a series on Zoe Saldana and then not put her in the damn series. Like season 1 is like she was barely in scene. She was, she was the handler. She's all up and through season 2. So they got the note. And it wasn't as much of that shrieking.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the shrieking.
The shrill thing that she does. Yeah.
She is a very I'm a fan of Zoe Saldana. Let's be clear. I mean, she's got the highest grossing movies of all time, right? She's in
Avatar. She's in
all of the Guardians. Yeah, I think she's made more money. She's made more money for the studios than any African American, woman of color. Because I know she claims a lot of different things, and I'm a fan, and deservedly so. But she has this shrill shriek that she does, and more so in Lioness. I didn't really notice it until I watched Lioness, and if you can get past that, she does it. She has an excellent performance. She's dope. But that shriek, boy, whoo,
Yeah, I
like,
tell you though,
you want to scratch a chalkboard.
I loved Zoe Saldana when she did Colombiana.
Yeah,
that was what did it for me.
She was a dope Uhura too. Uhura in Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Scotty, boy. I mean, what's his name?
Spock.
Spock, boy. You better get your ass off your shoulders and go say what's up.
Yeah, shoot or shoot.
Yeah,
you better get over and Vulcan mind touch her, whatever you do, and get your.
She's had a hell of a career. Like she's up for I want to say she's up for an Oscar. For Amelia Perez. So Zoe does her thing. And speaking of the lioness, we were in those Taylor Sheridan streets pretty tough too. Remember how we did a reaction to Sicario.
Yeah.
And Taylor Sheridan, who's the creator of Lioness, was the writer on that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, Taylor Sheridan is the Caucasian Tyler Perry.
He is.
He's doing everything. I think all the shows on Paramount Plus damn near belong to him, dude. But
he's Tyler Perry without the Medea.
Yeah, he's made his bones on. He's behind Yellowstone, and then all the spinoff shows of Yellowstone and Stallone's new show, Tulsa
He's an incredible
King,
showrunner.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of shows. Jeremy Renner's show, Mayor of Kingstown. So yeah, he got a bunch under it.
Damn geekly goods. I'm 31. Sorry, I just throw that out there. Yes, grown.
I'm a grown ass man.
Here's a random one. Favorite foods to tell Rakai. Easy. Mine super quick. Steak, and I'm vegan. That should tell you something. Steak is my favorite food, and I don't even eat it no more. Rakai, what's yours?
Bacon cheeseburger.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, even though I do love a good steak, it's just you can't get a good steak everywhere. Because if I'm gonna eat a steak, I would prefer to have filet mignon. How you like it? Never mind. Sorry.
How about you, Sherelle? What's your favorite food?
I just like food, so I can't it depends on how I feel that day. Like I can't. I'm not gonna eat it, but eventually I'm gonna eat it. So
I feel you.
Whatever it is, I'm probably gonna eat it. And
I don't even like food like that, but I done got fluffy like that.
Oh, Frank, I saved you for last because I know you're a foodie. What's your favorite food, man?
I'm definitely in the I love all food category, but I'm a big sucker for pasta, all kinds.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I had to back off my pasta though. You know what I'm saying? Because too many carbs and stuff. I'm trying to shed some of this extra sexy on me and get back down to my 12-pack. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but I have it in layaway. It's in deep camouflage. It's many layers over top of it. Many layers. Many.
Let me change sentiments real quick. Geekly Goods said something I thought was kind of interesting. Oof. Amelia Perez. So y'all know the backstory of what's going on with Amelia Perez?
I heard something where Zoe Saldana came out and made a statement the other day or something, but I don't know. Not really.
So the lead actress who's up for an award for an Oscar. I said had some disparaging tweets against other people of different various backgrounds. And she is a trans woman, right? I just want to make sure. So I don't know the full.
I think you're right.
Okay, right. Yeah. Forgive me if I don't know the full story. But as a result of her saying all these disparaging things against other groups that are having their own difficult time trying to make it in this world, she's been on blast. But here's the thing. So here's my question. So much so that I think she removed herself from Oscar contention. So my question for the comment section and for you all as well, is it possible if she gave a performance that is Oscar award worthy, are we doing a disservice by not acknowledging the art of the person and clouding it with their own personal beliefs? I'm just asking. I don't have the answer. I'm wondering how you feel about that.
I have little to say on it, but I'm just gonna say I can separate art from the artist. So I can recognize a piece is masterful, done, or whatever, even if they are the worst kind of human.
Okay.
So I believe in recognizing talent, but not supporting actions.
Okay. All right. Sherelle, you got any thoughts on this?
Oh, well, 10 years ago, I would say that the art would be more important. But that is not how our society looks at things. Like somebody says one thing you don't like and you have boycotted the entire store or the entire franchise or the entire whatever, like everything as a whole. So now it's more, that's just how our society is moving towards, like everything that person, like if they represent a brand, if they represent whatever, if that person said something, 20 years ago that they have learned from, or that was a joke that nobody understood, now they can get in trouble for it now. It's a problem now. So it's one of those things. Oscars already, they're already on the tight leash because of the way they have behaved in the past. So it's like, do they really want that kind of representation right now? Someone who has that much controversy on them. Yes, the performance might have been wonderful, but you can also, give it to somebody else in the movie.
Okay. Rakai, how you feeling about that?
I'm torn. And that is the slippery slope that is in this age that we live in with social media, where people, whether they're right or wrong, they can voice their opinion, usually loud and wrong, so often, and have an entire group of people join in with them. And it doesn't even matter if you found out the actual truth, you've done any research or whatever, none of that. You just, that's the first one you saw on TikTok, so you roll with it. It's hard to separate the person and their art because we have so much information on the people now. And it would be nice to be like, okay, in real life, this person's a real nice person. It's almost like with social media, we don't have any room for redemption anymore. There's no room for it. We've made up our mind on you, and people, they go to counsel you immediately. You said something I don't like. Not that you have the space or the wherewithal to say things that people might not like or might not agree with. That is your right. And as long as I'm not trying to push my thoughts and push my views and beliefs off on other people, I can say whatever the hell I like. I had some people roll up on me not that long ago. I was at my daughter, she's a cheerleader. I was at a varsity basketball game, and they did the Pledge of Allegiance, singing the Star Spangled Banner before the game. Okay. And everybody stood up, and people was like, why aren't you standing up? You don't like America or whatever? And I just, I kind of laughed to myself, and I was like, y'all getting ready to make me cause a scene, and you don't, because it's gonna go so far beyond just angry black man. And luckily, the superintendent, he knows me very well, and he came over actually to me and told them people, because after it was like gone off, then people still was behind me chirping, and I was at the point I was like, say one more thing. Say one more damn thing, and I'm gonna get up, and it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be trouble. Gonna be trouble. And the superintendent came over and said something to them, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Rakai, but it's like, you don't know me. I was in the military. I have served this country, been on foreign soil, doing things that I don't want to talk about, for my right to do whatever the hell I want to when the Star Spangled Banner comes on. I have done for this country. For a country that still don't respect me at all turns, and, walk into places, I'm automatically a criminal or a thief, or especially now that I grown my hair out and got these locks, shit, I ain't never been so much a damn, everybody assume a certain amount of things. So it's just, we make a lot of assumptions in this day and age. And it's hard. I don't listen to R. Kelly's music. I used to love R. Kelly's music. And the crazy thing is, I knew what R. Kelly was doing, but it was just conjecture. There was no proof to it. So, he was like, he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, and he was a grown-ass man. We knew it. We all knew it. We all knew it. but there was no proof. There was some proof. It's like, yeah, now I'm not even, not in the stepping in the name of love, none of that shit. I don't believe I can fly, none of that. You know, Diddy. We didn't all bop to Diddy's music. You know what I'm saying? But now you hear about the Baby Oil and you seen the video of him and Cassie. It's like, I ain't played the Diddy song since. Them songs still bop. I can't do it. I can't separate, you made this music while you was busy subjugating and doing what you was doing to people. I don't rock with you on no part. I'm not putting no dollars in your pocket, none of that. So that's why I have a hard time. Like, Leo put up the comment that Carla Sofia Gascon attacked every single underrepresented community in some way. George Floyd and Black people, other members of the trans community, Latinos, Muslims. I can't rock with you on no level. You know what I'm saying? On no level. So I just can't. Now, they are within their rights to say whatever they want to say. And unfortunately, when you get into the public eye, what you say is far more scrutinized. I know that someone may take what I'm saying right now and put this shit into a TikTok clip and use that shit against me. And I'd be like, wait, you took it out of context. You didn't see the whole thing. It could happen. But when you're in the public eye, you have to be more careful about what you say. It just is. It can affect your pockets. I take care of my kids. Don't mess with money. Don't mess with the money. So just, I don't know. I talked for a whole lot, and my bad. I went on my soapbox. I almost thought I was doing my deep dive right here, man. Yeah,
that's what the live is for.
I can't in this case, and I understand that Leo said that she did not withdraw her name from Oscar contention.
That's my bad.
But Netflix stopped campaigning for her, and that's probably the right thing to do. Like you made your bed. You said what you said, and now 10 toes down, stand on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. And okay, you welcome that. And there's some people gonna be like, yeah, applaud her. She's right. But you have that right. And I don't, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You cannot get angry at people for canceling your monkey ass when you said some old out of pocket shit. So
I feel like I'm gonna need a list of stuff that I can no longer listen to or watch. Like I just need somebody give me like a list of all the people, all the stuff they didn't have, because now it's like, are we going as far as like stuff that they even produced on? Like how far is this going? You know what I'm saying? Like what we gonna do?
Well, I understand that, because while it was easy for me to not really listen to R. Kelly or Diddy anymore, so like these recent allegations that have come out against Neil Gaiman, I was like, dog, I like the Sandman, I like the Dead Boy Detectives, what I'm saying? Like I was like, duh, so I don't know who's out here doing what, and and that's the thing about Hollywood. It seems like it would be great to be rich and famous and do all that, but them people got a whole lot of skeletons in their damn closet.
That's an interesting point. Foul Mouth Fizz says, I disagree. I think the only way you can get canceled is if you put your future in the hands of others to control it. That's an interesting statement. There is something to that. If you are beholden to a platform, be it Hollywood or YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is that you're speaking on behalf for, and you do something that goes against the ideology of that thing that's supporting your craft, you can get canceled. But if you own that thing, if you own that platform, if you just, that guy that's on the street corner holding up a sign talking about the end is near, you can do that forever. But if you are beholden to something else, you can't be canceled. But very few people have that level of power. Very, very, very few people. So a lot of times you kind of got to watch what you say, because you probably work for somebody, you probably have a job. They can take away your right to earn. And depending on how egregious the thing that you're saying, somebody can take away your freedom. So I don't think anybody's truly free, and the ones that have that high level of freedom, it's less than it's less of a percent of a percent of a percent. Everybody's kind of beholden to something.
Yeah, it's just like this comment where he said, Foul Mouth Fizz said that many stand-up comedians have proven it's impossible to cancel someone who refuses to be canceled and is in total control of their own career. And I probably think the most controversial and the one who gets the most where people trying to cancel him is Dave Chappelle. And it's funny how people claim that it's an attack on the trans community, but a lot of the people who claim that haven't even watched the special. They didn't even hear what the hell he said. And I think what is a detriment to our community is that we, and I'm saying that, objectively, seem to think that people who disagree with us, when they say something that we don't like, that's hate. That's not hate. Shit, what he said was actually funny. You know what I'm saying? How is it that you're a community of people that think that you're the only one that can't have a joke told about you? You can kiss my ass. Like, everything is funny and everything is up. It's different when you say things out of actual hate and out of, like, you sick people. Hell, we just put somebody in office, the highest office in the land, who has said the most hateful shit ever, and people applaud it. But a comedian can't say something or can't tell a joke. Boy, you better stop. We are so out of pocket in this country. I don't even know. And I do have the beauty that I've lived in several other countries across the world and seen how it's done other places. And it's funny how people say, America's the greatest country on the planet. I think, okay, you clearly have not been anywhere. You probably shut that shit up.
Well, for me, it's like comedy always comes from a place of tragedy or a place of hurt, somewhere dark a little bit. Because most people, like, most of the time, the funniest people have had, like, the most horrible lives. So it's like, if that's where some of the comedy is coming from, like, nowhere should be off limits with comedy. I'm just saying, because it's 9 times out of 10, it's about that person's experience.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, and maybe it's just because I'm older and I've grown past the fart jokes and the juvenile type shit. Some of the funniest people to me, you take your Trevor Noahs, your Jon Stewarts, your Dave Chappelle's. Even he's trying to go more into that, like Cat Williams and stuff. There's a lot of humor in truth, and just it's all about perspective. So.
Let me just take a small little break just to recognize a member in the chat who sent a super chat. Thank you so much. This is coming from Castle Grayskull. Appreciate it. You are the big winner. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for spending time for hanging out with us on this beautiful Grand Friday. And I hope you're enjoying all of this great insight that Rakai is dropping. This is a perfect example as why you should shimmy your behind on over to Rakai's YouTube channel if you haven't already, and hit that subscription button. Love this dude. I'm telling you, man, me and this cat talk for hours just about any and everything, and you can see why I love this cat to death. And you will too. You can great way of showing your support. Head over there, sign up to that Patreon, and be like, hey man, I like what you do. Here's a little something. So thank you, Castle Grayskull. Oh man, wait
because I'm actually, I know how to do it. I can do it, but I don't shimmy. I'm an old school noob. We throw shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like these new school noobs. You know what I'm saying? This shimmy and shit. I guess.
No. Do you you got the cane?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I mean, I
wasn't.
I'm trying to step on your toes now. No, just asking. Okay.
I'm cool with the cane, but I wasn't like top notch with the cane. And it's funny too, because hell, I was a dean for a while. Hell, I was a stepmaster, but nah. I knew the dudes that point out that no, you get the solo. You the one. you cold with it. Yes.
Rakai, I just wanted to bring you. We're a little past the hour and a half mark. I know we got about like another 20.
We're hour and 10. Yeah.
Hour and 10. Yeah, there we go. Hour and 10. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Just do a time check. Let's see. This one's coming out from a community member. This is great. I said, you could tone it down with certain jokes in front of very young kids. They have difficulty discerning appropriate places and time. But I do agree that anything can be a joke. Truth makes everything funnier, in my opinion. I think there is something to that. I mean, I do think that as a parent, you have to do appropriate forms of gatekeeping regarding what your kids have access to. I know that's a lot more difficult now, considering how every kid's got phones and iPads and access to the internet. But there is something to be said about having conversations for those that are more sensitive to this type of information, and seeing what those kids are able to discern. Be like, hey, these jokes might not be for you. Just because, it's like buildings, in your neighborhood. Sure, you can walk into everyone, but some might be having some things that you may not be, want your kids to see. And you may not be walking your kid into a liquor store or a strip club or a late night bar. I mean, a late night club or whatever it is, be like, no, this isn't for you. But it doesn't mean you have to tear the whole building down. It doesn't mean that you have to silence it. You know what I mean?
When I was teaching, I taught middle school, so I taught mostly 7th and 8th graders. And I remember my 8th grade students, and I was teaching 8th grade, and that's American history. So I taught math and social studies. And I remember my kids, especially around close to my birthday, was always that holiday. But now we call it Indigenous Peoples Day, but it used to be called Christopher Columbus Day. And so my 8th graders, I would tell them the real story of Christopher Columbus. And they'd be like, why have we never heard this? And I said, because the last time you heard it was you were probably in 4th grade. And there's certain things like, just like math, when I taught math is scaffolded. You build new knowledge upon what you already know. I said, so you came in here thinking you knew the story of Christopher Columbus. And I said, and why the story is different, I'm going to tell you the parallels and where it was the same as what you've heard, but here's how the story's been changed so that you know the real deal. Because as a 4th grader, you're not ready to hear that, that Christopher Columbus had an entire crew full of inmates who were released from the prison, who are a bunch of murderers and rapists. You're not ready to hear that. You're not ready to hear that they brought disease and murdered and pillaged everywhere they went. You're not ready to hear that as a 4th grader. Can't even wrap your minds around that. As an 8th graders, y'all are 14, 15 years old. You about ready to hear the real deal because you have to start understanding how the world actually works. Y'all got a few years left until you're an adult. And if you, like I was in my family, my dad was military. My dad was an officer in the Air Force. He was very much big on, once you hit 18, you have a plan, but you're getting the hell out this house. You're going to the military, you're going to college, you're going somewhere, but you think you're adult, you go be adult somewhere else. And I get it. And I was raised that way all my life. And I thought that way about my own kids until a few years back. Actually, Chuck changed the way I was thinking about that. And that's just because of the way his ex-wife and their family did stuff. His ex-wife was Chinese, and all of them kids, they lived at home until they late 20s and shit. And I was like, they grown. Why don't they get out and do their own stuff? Like, they brought their whole checks home to their parents. I was like, what kind of shit is this? I was like, but then when it was explained the why and the how, and I was like, that shit is genius. No wonder they ahead. They had all kinds of property. They bought cars brand new off the lot. Like, everything was taken for. They had a family bank. And, and when they got married, then the parents bought them a house, you know what I'm saying? Like, paid off, no mortgage, bought a house, paid off. And all right, this is our gift to you. You know what to do now. It's like, jeez. It's just a whole different mindset. And sometimes until you find a way to change your mindset, you always think on a deficit when it comes to that. So
sorry everybody, I'm over here just doing a little bit of managing.
I never really understood the whole not people making up the history stuff. It's like, because we were, because when we were growing up, they told you, history is what actually happened, blah blah. And it's like, no, history is what y'all want us to know.
Yeah, history is his story. That's what it is. His story.
No, because I remember one of my favorite little shows. It's not on anymore, but it was called Adam Ruins Everything. So throw it up there with the facts and stuff. And I always was like, sometimes I would be in there watching myself, like, I thought I was smart. Why do I feel so dumb right now? And some of the stuff, it was like really that's what we're teaching. Like, so nobody's just teaching us none of that stuff. Like, I had a really great teacher, my son did, that she had to ask permission to tell the students certain facts about history. And I was like, wait, so what, you had to ask the parents of the students in your class if you were allowed to tell them the truth? She said, yes, because some parents would get upset. And I was like, but it's not like you're making up, you're not giving them your opinion, you're not giving them how they should feel about it. You're saying this is factually what happened. She said, yes, I know, but I still have to ask permission. And I was like, what kind of?
It's
I'll tell you where she messed up. I had to ask for permission, but I asked for forgiveness. I didn't ask for permission. But what I did was, at the beginning of the year, I gave a detailed syllabus of this is what I will be talking about in my classroom this year. And guess what? Every parent has to sign it. It's not my fault if you didn't read all the papers that your kid brought home and signed them. But when that parent rolled in there to the principal to complain, and they're going to report me to the board, hold on, wait up.
Right here, this paper.
Is this your signature on this paper that says you have read this in its entirety and you know what I'm going to be teaching my classroom? This is you, ain't it? Shut that shit all the way down. Yes.
Somebody in the chat had asked the question, like, what are some of your favorite authors? Just off the top of my head, I know we didn't get a chance to circle back to that, but this kind of ties in an author named Howard Zinn, who does a book called The People's History of the United States. And it tells the American story from those of the disenfranchised, tells it from Native Americans, tells it from slaves, tells it from women. And it gives some really good perspective over, why the country is where it is. And may not necessarily be as glorious as it is been presented to us in school. So to tie in both of those when it comes to history, having some interesting twists and turns, and a favorite author Howard Zinn.
Yeah, it's like I think it's Winston Churchill. The history is written by those who win.
Yeah. Let's see. Howard Zinn is recommended by Goodwill Hunting. Was that? I think I do remember that, him saying that. Yeah. The winner controls the narrative.
America is the rebellious teenager of the world. Exactly.
I'm telling you. So, go ahead. What was that you were going to say? Most of it is that history is mostly impossible to prove. It is predominantly word of mouth, jotted down on paper, or told in the old African style of the griot, where they passed it on by word of mouth. And the griot's entire job was to be a historian and tell the most accurate version of the story. And when it was passed on, it was supposed to be told verbatim, is what the griot who told you said. However, history is his story, and it is told by the victor. It's always told by the winner. Nobody gives a damn about the loser's point of view. Shit, what I want to hear from you for? You lost. And that was also the point that I always had to reiterate when people would talk about why are Black people so obsessed with slavery in this good month of February, because everybody had slaves. However, they don't understand there's a difference between slavery, because you have lost the battle and you have become our slave as being a loser, and chattel slavery, where we intentionally went and looked for your folks to make you slaves. Most people think that the Black people in America, like they were always slaves. It's not. No, you stole people. You kidnapped people and turned them into slaves. And it's hard to wrap your mind around that. because if you heard the story of that being done to anyone else in any other country, it would sound like one of the worst atrocities in the world. And that's because it is. We have no problem wrapping our mind around about how terrible and how awful the Holocaust was, because it was. That was some awful, terrible shit. But slavery itself was 10 times worse, at least, as far as numbers of people and the atrocities that were committed to people simply for existing. It is not the fault of the people with an extra amount of melanin in their skin that they could survive the atrocities committed to them, the disease that was brought with them by their enslavers, the conditions of the land in which they were placed to do tasks for people who didn't want to do it for themselves. Black people survived all of that. And thus, sometimes, and like on your job, sometimes the worst thing you can be is too damn good at your job, because then everybody shows up and wants you to do every damn thing because you're too damn good. I hated that. I had a rapport with my students, and even kids who wasn't in my class. They'd be like, I wish I was in your class or whatever. But that became a problem because all the other teachers who couldn't handle their kids, they wanted me to come get their kids or drop their kids off of my class. Oh, you get them, you understand them. That's, what are you doing teaching if this is not for you? My uncle Teju Oluboni is an African storyteller. He was exiled for 7 years for being a Black Panther in the 60s. They sent him to Ghana. Yeah, I can see that. We still lie and tell stories about the push headquarters in Philadelphia, where the one time in the history of the United States where the American government bombed a settlement. We bombed our own people. But, nobody wants to talk about that. So, yeah, I get that.
We're just going to change gears for like a hot second. I got a question for you, Rakai, over here. This one came from Murdy Roscoe. Rakai, do you watch the AMC series Interview with the Vampire?
Absolutely. Damn, just a second ago I could have told you his name. The guy who played Grey Worm in Game of Thrones. He's the lead actor in Interview with the Vampire. And I know that a lot of people had a lot of problems with him taking on the part of Brad Pitt. However, the way that they're telling the story in Interview with the Vampire has been absolutely riveting. It has been really good. Now, I will say, I was always a fan of Anne Rice anyway. And even for the dude who does not like horror shit, I do like a good vampire tale. So I did like, when Anne Rice, they did, unfortunately, it's a bad movie. Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah, rest her soul, and Stuart Townsend. It was a great, awful movie.
A fantastic mess.
Great, awful. Yeah. And it's just like the original Interview with the Vampire. Brad Pitt was great. Antonio Banderas was great. Tom Cruise, as Lestat, not so much.
Yeah.
You know what? You need to get back to Mission Impossible, my boy. Like, that ain't
yeah, because that dude Sam Reed that plays Lestat is just otherworldly performance.
This season 3 with him as the vampire Lestat should be amazing. Jacob Anderson, thank you, Mainstream Beauty. Jacob Anderson, I like Jacob Anderson.
Sherelle, Frank, have you jumped into those Interview with the Vampire Streets yet?
I have not. I've only seen the movie from way back, and that's it.
Okay.
And I've only seen the first season. I haven't seen the second.
Okay.
The second season is really, really good. I will tell you, even though because it's tied to the Anne Rice's immortal universe, do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not watch the Mayfair Witches. Do not watch that bullshit. Oh my God, that is time I cannot get back.
They stay flaming Mayfair Witches. It got flamed so bad. I didn't watch it because it got flamed so bad. I was like, I just can't give up. I can't give up that 8 hours of my life. It's gonna be that
Don't
bad.
do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
We got another question from the chat. Laura Gavina said, "Did you hear about the Sandman ending after season 2?" We kind of dipped in those streets a little bit earlier regarding separating the art from the artist. Just a quick recap on anybody's. Did anybody watch the Sandman in here, Sherelle?
Yeah, I did. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought the Sandman was phenomenal. I read the comic, and the comic was incredible to begin with. The comic is dope. Excuse me, the graphic novel. Sorry, not comic. Graphic novel is insane, and it felt like, damn, this might be an impossible ask kind of thing because of how good the comic is, and you're dealing with ethereal kind of concepts and stuff like that. But Netflix pulled it off. It was sensational. So good. So for me, Neil Gaiman, justice is justice. You did what you did, so you need to, this is the bed, and you need to sit in it. But for me, the viewer, I'm just disappointed because it's like, damn, now that world has to go away. Same with Dead Boy Detectives. That they didn't get canceled for that reason, but it's just crushing when you invest into a universe, and you're a part of it, and you see it, and you feel it, and you understand like what's going on with these characters, and then they just have it stripped away. It just makes you angry and disappointed.
And just for a bit of context, there is a difference, and this will make sense in just a second. I love the Sandman graphic novel. I watched season 1. I'm definitely going to watch season 2, but I understand why they're canceling it. They canceled. He had another movie that was in production that they canceled. The Graveyard Files or something. Yeah, was another project of Neil Gaiman's. He is accused of sexual assault on those women, and I'm saying accused, but this is not the first time. They're bringing up some old accusations. Yeah. And so he's accused, and it's leaning towards that he's more guilty than not. Now, I don't want to say that man is something that he may not have been. I don't know. The world's crazy. It could be a money grab, but maybe not. Maybe he is guilty of all those things. I don't know. I let them figure that out in the court of law. Yeah. But that is different than what we got dealing with everybody else's favorite creator of witches and warlocks, which is J.K. Rowling. She has been damn near canceled for a long time in the Harry Potter verse, even though the Harry Potter verse is still going on strong. These two things are not the same. Neil Gaiman is accused of some crimes. J.K. Rowling don't know when to shut the hell up. Shut your shut your stupid ass up. And I said earlier about people having their opinions and having the right to voice their opinions. You absolutely do, ma'am. You are grown. You can say whatever you like to say. However, that there has to be ramifications behind what you say, and the fact is, people don't like what you said, and they're trying to cancel your ass. And listen, you go sit your silly ass down somewhere and shut up and count your billions. What is you doing? What is you doing? You just out here trying to mess up the bag. Listen, it's just the amount of.
It's like that. That's the hill you want to die on. I'm like that's the hill you want to die on. Just.
I know. I keep thinking to I'm like, why, Jesus? Why did she get all the money?
I just don't understand that. Yeah, I mean, like, choose your battles.
Shut the hell up.
That's wild.
I look like there is a such thing as no comment. I'm not gonna answer that question, or I shouldn't say anything because that's just my opinion. You can say all kinds of stuff to make you say something without saying something.
That part. You just fumbled the bag. But then again, here's the thing. The Potter franchise is such a machine that, she's powerful enough that she can survive it, because they're not going to shut the machine down. There's theme parks. Like once you get to the point of making theme parks, you almost bulletproof. But she's not everybody has the luxury of that type of power.
But here's the problem also in her universe. We also can't get any more content without her doing it. And right now, don't nobody really want to hear from her. See, the difference in like Star Wars and Star Trek is it's bigger than George Lucas.
Yeah.
You got all types of people. Now, that's also to a detriment too, because at this point, I really don't want to hear anybody besides Dave Filoni writing anything to Star Wars. But there's other people writing it, and where he's giving them the pass. Like, yes, I understand you're part of this universe now. Yes, write your own stories. Some of it's good, some of it is trash-tastic. I get it, but ain't nobody writing Harry Potter but J.K. And that's the problem. She probably need to release the pen and let some other people add to the Potterverse.
She ain't doing that.
I know she's not doing that, and that's the problem. Where you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, the Potterverse is eventually going to die with her. There will be some new project. There'll be some new property that comes up that they're going to tear down. You know, the Potter places in Universal Theaters, and somebody else will get it. So it just. Oh, and to answer your question, Leo, that Boba Fett show was trash.
Yeah, we don't even
trash.
Don't even try to defend it.
Trash.
Yeah. Hold on, palate cleanse.
Yeah.
Here's a palate cleanse. Did you guys watch HBO's Watchmen? I know I caught it review wise, but I would like to see y'all's take on it. I'm curious, Sherelle, Frank, did you get a chance to catch HBO's version of the Watchmen series?
I didn't even know about it.
Oh, God, I wish I could watch it again for the first time.
Yeah, I wish I could watch it again. Like I ain't seen it before. Listen, Regina King did her thing. A lot of people had a lot of problems with it because of, they figured it was the woke version of Watchmen. But the whole point of it's almost like they didn't get the point of Watchmen to even begin with or whatever. Yeah. And they took it and spin it into a new universe and made it still fit because all of the themes and trappings of the show was still there. Okay, we changed out some characters, we changed this and that there, but it's still what the comic was about was still there. A lot of people just refuse to see it. No, I want exactly.
Let me be taking care of that. Yeah, I love The Watchmen. It was fresh off the heels of Lovecraft Country, another great sci-fi series that I highly recommend.
Yeah.
And it does a really good job of retelling, the basic ideology of what happens after The Watchmen. And it's one of those things that it's self-contained and done, and you don't have to worry about there being like another season. I think it's like 8 episodes. If you're bored and you have time, and you are a fan of the original Watchmen, you're not going to be disappointed. It's just solid all the way around.
I'll find time for it.
Yeah. Frank, I'm almost 100% certain you'll like it. I got a half decent bead on some of the things that you like. Let's see. HC Teddy just wanted to talk about this real quick. Said, I listened to the audiobook with James McAvoy. It was very good. That is in regard to Sandman and Neil Gaiman. Listen, I don't know if y'all are into audiobooks. I would recommend them because the production value on a lot of audiobooks has really stepped up. It's not nowadays. It's not just somebody and then Jack ran into the building and turned left. It's not that. Like now audiobooks are to the point where they have every individual person, every character has its own audio voice. There's background music goes along with it. It's a whole production. And if you've ever wanted to kind of like hop into some of these audiobooks, Teddy is absolutely correct. The version of the Sandman audiobook is on that level. It's absolutely spectacular. Another one I would recommend is World War Z. World War Z is the best audiobook I've ever heard, hands down, period. It's insane.
I've never seen that movie.
It's like you're listening to a news report in real time of all these events going on. And it's phenomenal. So if you have like a large commute, 2 audiobooks I would recommend. First, World War Z. I stand by. It's the best audiobook I've ever heard. And then the Sandman one is really good too.
Okay.
Let's see. Rakai, we had an hour 30. Just seeing how you feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. Any for real?
Yeah,
oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Oh man,
because Neil Gaiman wrote American Gods.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Which was good. American Gods was good until it wasn't.
Yeah, the book is really good though. American Gods,
it
is dope. Yeah.
I'm you we do when we get on her. I could talk all day. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, we probably should wrap this thing up.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my streaming friends.
Oh, is that what we doing? Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, no more Mickey Mouse stuff. Yo, go ahead, man. You close this bad boy out. I'm hopping off the box. It is you, brother. You got it.
Well, I do want to say, as always, that you know what? First of all, it's good to be back. You know, we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done this in some weeks, and it's good to be back. Even if we were, you know, today we didn't have as much direction. Usually we're a little bit more focused. Today it was good to just get on and just talk, you know, and especially spend a lot of time engaging with those in the chat, you know, answering their questions and just, you know, seeing where the day took us. So I do appreciate everyone who showed up in the chat. I do appreciate, of course, as always, the Queen, Sherelle, and our favorite moderator, super guest, King Frank himself. Y'all don't really think is a king in these Discord streets. Like y'all have no idea. And you talk about
I'm just trying to be a peasant.
Hey, listen, I'm sick of being a peasant. Listen, you heard. And I do want to thank everyone who showed up in the chat today. So many people that are new to me, and so many people that are, you know, old hat that are in the Discord. We do spend a lot of time in the Discord, and once y'all get in there, y'all will see we're on a lot. So again, as always, I always say this, that whenever we watch anything, whatever we're doing, it's a whole lot of this that goes into it. I try to find the deeper meaning in things, and that's what leads to my media therapy deep dives. I try to use this, but more importantly than that, it always has to be about this. It's got to be about the heart, you know. So again, to you, Centel, my ace, my ride or die, to Sherelle, Frank, thank you, chefs.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, y'all already know. You know, I'm gonna do the quick plug. And it's for real. It's not even a plug. It's just, this is what you should be doing. You need to head over to Rakai's YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, show some love, head on over into those Patreon streets with Rakai as well, because that is a great way to say thank you to your favorite creator. Big shout out to Geekly Goods as well. Go check out his YouTube page as well. Thank you, Sherelle, for being on here. Frank, you are an absolute rock star. That's it on my end. I love y'all to death. This is always fun, and I'm looking forward to kicking it with y'all again on these Fridays. All right, y'all.